What is up, everybody? I'm going to cover how to build an AI receptionist phone agent. And I'm going to go into what is it, why do you want to build it, what's the power of it, what's the true value of it, and how do you actually build it step by step. So, what is an AI receptionist phone agent? I'm going to Manhattan, right? And I'm a customer, and I just want to go to a restaurant with my friends, so I'm going to search restaurants in Manhattan. And I'm going to select this very expensive restaurant, and I'm going to call this number, and someone's going to pick up. Well, instead of someone picking up, I can uh, use an a like this number can be replaced with an AI receptionist, and so that person doesn't have to do that, uh, you know, monotonous work all day. So you have an AI receptionist doing it, and that's how you get into, automating um, various processes that are, that are routine. So you could do this for restaurants, spas, salons, pet grooming services. Um, yeah, so uh, I'm gonna demo it for you, and then you know, just pay attention to this and see how accurately it matches everything. So this is like the prompt you kind of align the phone agent with. You give it a personality, you give it a knowledge base, you give it knowledge, you tell it to think a certain way and behave a certain way. So I'm gonna call it.
Hi, this is Santorini Restaurant, Sophie speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, where are you located?
We are located at 123 Mediterranean Way, Seaside City, CA 90210, USA, right near the ocean front with a beautiful view of the harbor. Anything else I can help you with?
Yeah. Do you have vegetarian dishes?
Sure. Well, yes, we do have vegetarian and vegan options available on our menu. If you'd like, I can share some specific dishes with you. Anything else I can do for you?
Actually, I was wondering, are you open at like 2 a.m.?
I mean, we're not open at 2 a.m. Our hours are Monday to Thursday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. We're closed on Sundays. Anything else I can help you with?
Um, can you make an exception? Like, I want to come at like 1 a.m.
I understand your request, but unfortunately, we can't make exceptions to our operating hours. We're
Okay.
only open during the specified times. Is there another time you'd like to consider for your visit?
You know what? I'd like to book the
Sure, take your
reservation.
time. Well, of course. Can I have your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Sunny.
Thank you, Sunny. On what day would you like to have the reservation?
I'll do December 14th.
Great. What time would you like to have? Great. What time would you like to have the reservation for on December 14th?
I'm thinking like 4 p.m.
Perfect. How many guests will there be?
5.
Just to confirm, you would like to reserve a table for 5 guests on December 14th at 4 p.m.
Yes.
I've now created the reservation for you. Looking forward to seeing you on December 14th at 4 p.m. for 5 guests. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Goodbye.
Okay, so now that the call ended, what's happening here is that it's sending the entire data of the call, uh, into this make scenario. My make scenario is on. It's set on always on, and it passes through all this to update the databases on Airtable with the information as a customer that I just provided. So as you can see, Um, it got my name, and it got the date that I want the reservation, December 14th, like I said, at 4 p.m., and 5 guests. Yeah. So it even stores the call recording. So, how did I create this? What's happening on a high level, right? I created this phone agent in vappy.ai. Then it sends the entire call right here to this URL, right? It posts it. What's called the end of call report, I believe, right? It sends that into this webhook node, okay? And then it goes into this Airtable right here, and then a second Airtable, right? How do I create this in Vappy? So first, I'm going to have an opening message. This is a static message. This is always going to be the case, right? So I put a greeting in here. You choose OpenAI, you choose GPT-4o Mini. These are pretty much settings you can keep for all your phone agents, so that's great. 0.2 temperature, you don't want it to be that creative because you want it to just stay on prompt, right? 250 tokens. I'll get back to this prompt later. Again, just keep these settings as it is. These have been split tested and proven to be some of the top settings. So deep gram here, English, Nova 2, 11 labs. You want to play around with the voices to see which one is best. 11 turbo version 2.5. Office setting. You notice when I called, there's like a bit of office noise in the background. And then you just put these settings exactly as it is. Again, keep these settings as it is. 0.6, 0.2, 0, not applicable. Use speaker boost, yes. Okay, functions. So far, no, we're not adding any tools during the call. We're not giving it tools during the call except some provided by Vappy. I have the enable end call function. And so that means like when I'm calling it, if it senses like, I don't want to continue with the call, it will say, okay, goodbye, and it'll end the call. So you're giving it an intent, and it that triggers the function, and it hangs up. So you turn this on, right? You would set this as any kind of phrase that a customer would never likely say. Like, it's not going to say ultraviolet. Yeah, just place that in here. Here's some advanced settings. You would turn the audio recording on. Oh, you turn the audio recording on. These are some settings that you would put, optimized settings that you would put, like for the interaction, the natural flow of conversation. So when does it start speaking or start speaking again, right? How long should it wait and all that? Just keep these settings as it is. Again, these have been tested. 0.4 off, 0.1, 1.5, 0.5. 0, 0.2, and 1 for stopping the speaking. Again, that natural conversation flow. Yeah. Call timeout settings, 10 and 1800. Okay. This is the hook. I'll get into this later. Here, you just want to select one thing, voice input. Here, just select end of call report. No other thing to select. Idle messages, let me know if there's anything you need. this is like, if the user's not responding or something, it's just gonna say this. Throw that in there. Set this at 3. Set this at 7.5. Okay, analysis. You're going to leave this as it is, this as it is. What you really want to work with here is structured data, because you're going to basically structure the conversation data from the call into structured data to send, to make, and further. So it says you will be given a transcript. Again, copy this as it is. You'll be given a transcript of a call and the system prompt of the AI participants. Extract the listed parameters. So we're extracting these variables from the call transcript, placing in these variables, and sending it to make right here. So yeah, you would just copy this as it is. And these are additional variables you want to extract from the call transcript, right? You would just type these variables as it is here. Again, if you're like a salon, you're not going to include reservation guests. And instead of reservation, you might just type it appointment time for the customer. So yeah, you'd get these 4 variables: reservation, reservation date, reservation name, reservation time. These are going to be strings. Reservation is either true or false. Like, did they book a reservation, yes or no? So it's going to extract that from the call. Like, was it, because not all calls are going to have a reservation. Some calls won't have a reservation. So if that's false, it's going to specify that, which is important. Mark as required. If you click edit, add description into each of these 5 variables, in the analysis part of your agent. So I'm going to click add description in each part. I added these in here. So again, you want to copy this exactly as it is, right? True dash if reservation was requested by the user, comma, otherwise false. Literally exactly as it is. Copy this into here, this into here, reservation name, this description into this, and same with reservation time and number of guests, exactly as it is. If you have to, screenshot this, put it in ChatGPT, and tell it to give you copy paste it exactly as it is. Make sure it matches. Put it in here into these 5 descriptions. And then make sure you publish your agent. And also, you can add in a phone number here. You can go to phone numbers here, get a phone number. It's really cheap, $2 a month. And then, whatever 5 cents a minute cost, or up to 10 cents a minute cost. I'm not sure exactly. But I would say that's pretty cheap. $2 a month phone number. Get that phone number, attach it to this one that you named, this assistant that you named, publish it, and you're good to go. And I think that's pretty much it. That's how you set up the VAPI phone agent. This is the make scenario. Add these modules, these nodes, right? The biggest thing here is the webhook is going to be a custom webhook. Here, you'd create a webhook here, copy this URL into your phone agent. Right here, you would paste it right there. Then you would, then click here, run this module only. When you do that, when you click run this module only, it's going to say waiting for data. When you say waiting for data, you run the call you call it, you test it, the data is going to get passed. That data that's going to get passed is going to show up right here in this one. And that's how you can map that data into the various aspects here. Um, and then here in Airtable, this is the data we're going to import. So you choose your Airtable base and table. Um, and okay, so this is the call we had recently. So again, there's in Airtable, you want to divide it by all calls and then reservations and then the call recording. Um, Again, not all calls are going to have a reservation. Um, a lot of calls won't. So that's why you want to separate all calls and reservations. Um, and you want to have these fields in all calls. So we have the ID field um, that you want to add a single line text. For phone number, you want to add a single line text. For call time, you want to add the date. You can choose these settings. You can play around with these settings actually. Should not be a problem. Call time, okay. I guess it puts the date and the time here. Um, and then call duration. This is like how long the call was. I'm going to put that as a number. Call cost, you would add this column, call cost, as currency. Um, Call end, call reason, why did the call end? Single line text, you would add this. Um, Call summary is going to be a long text. Reservations, you're going to link that to the reservations table right there. Call ID, single line text. Yeah, so that's all calls. Then you want to add another table, reservations. Here, call ID is going to be long text. Phone number is going to be phone number. Name is going to be single line text. Time is going to be single line text. Number of guests is going to be number. And just add the call. Link to all calls, right? So the call is different from call recording. So here you do link to all calls. Okay. I'm going to leave out call recording for now. And then you're mapping it. So like I said, the data got passed here. And then you're going to map it, right? So here you're going to find this in the message. You're going to add the call ID. And so this is these are the columns within Airtable that you're just mapping it to. So the data from the call, each specific data is going to be mapped in the correct place in your Airtable. Essentially, that's what we're doing here. So just look at these, find it, and map it. All right. That's it. And here you're going to add a set variable, call record ID, and then add the ID from the Airtable right here. Okay. Then here, this is where I added the call recording in the third table. That's if you want to. It's not needed, but yeah, you can add that here. Again, select the right base, the right table, the last table I had in there, call recording. And here you would just take the recording URL from the data passed and put it in here. It's that simple. Okay. And then route the next one. So this one is key. Again, all calls are going to go here, so there's no filter here. But only if it has a reservation, it's going to pass here. So if it doesn't have a reservation, it's just going to go here. But some calls are going to have a reservation. So here you want to add this filter if it has a reservation. So label that has reservation. Right, so that's just the label of the filter. So the condition is you would select from the data passed from the call. If the reservation, remember that Boolean value we were talking about, is equal to true, then, and again, I'm going to show you here just for clarity's purposes. If the reservation Boolean, if that variable from the call is true, like I said in this filter, then here, variable name call record ID, that you're going to get that variable. Then this data is passed from the call into the reservations table. And you're going to map it accordingly from the call transcript. You're going to take the data and you're going to map it into the Airtable accordingly. The call ID column, you put the call ID, same with the phone number, name, everything from the reservation, number of guests, all that. Here, this is important. You would put call record ID right here in add an item. Oh, I don't need that. Okay. You'd add record ID 1 and call record ID from here. You'd add that in this. Okay. And there you have it. What are the benefits of this? I wrote down some benefits of just AI receptionist phone agents in general. So here I targeted the benefits for restaurant phone agents, but here on the video, I'm gonna show you for AI reception phone agents in general. Right. So the phone agent can handle multiple calls at once. And when you call a receptionist at a service business like a restaurant, usually only they can handle one call at once because, one, the line's busy, and number two, only one person is on the call, so that person can only attend one person at once. This can handle multiple calls at once, which is amazing. Tons of calls at once. So 20 people can be booking during peak hours, and it'll take all 20 calls. It'll book all those reservations. And this leads to more reservations or more appointments if you're a spa or whatever, and more revenue as a result of that. Humans get tired. Humans take breaks. Humans have error. So AI, you can improve it over time so that it doesn't have all these problems. So it could do it more efficiently and effectively. And it'll most importantly take more calls. If a human's tired and it's not taking a call, or is taking a break and it's not taking a call, that's missed revenue right there. So yeah, as a restaurant or any small service business, you save money by implementing these AI receptionist phone agents. So say you hired someone to do this for $5,000 a month. They're taking calls left and right. They want to be paid $5,000 a month. At $60,000 a year. Well, instead of paying someone to do that, now you have an AI receptionist phone agent doing it for 5 to 11 cents per minute. I haven't exactly figured out these costs yet. And then some minor subscription costs. Like we're talking, I don't know, $10 to $30 for a month for Make. Airtable like $25 a month. So these are really cheap compared to this number right here. So you're saving a lot of money here, and you're getting a lot of revenue from booked appointments. Um, and I'm just imagining if restaurants and all these small services business started implementing this, I mean, and en masse, and this technology gets better and better, and all these functions and stuff. Man, I mean, this is like millions. Sorry about that. Millions in value. Um, so maybe tens of millions of dollars in value over time as companies start to implement this. Um, it can answer any questions about the restaurant, menu items, parking. I mean, anything. And the thing is, humans, uh, they say, "Hold on, let me ask my colleague or whatever," and they take. I just put a small joke in here. 2 to 3 business days to respond back to you. Well, an AI is not going to do that because it has that information at its fingertips, and it could provide that to you very efficiently. Insane data analytics, like I showed you in Airtable, it collects a lot of data points that can be of value to you. So um, notice in all calls, I'm going to go over some things here. Call time, okay? It shows you or sorry, call duration. It shows you how long the call was. So you can improve it over and over just to improve the call time, get it down, save money, make it more efficient for the user to get what they want in a shorter amount of time. You can monitor the call costs to monitor your own costs. I'm running low on battery, so I gotta end this quick. Um, a call summary, I really like that. You can use this information to improve your business over time. Um, Essentially, think of it like this: this is a communication channel with your customers, and a lot of these customers, and this is like one of the few communication channels you have with them to collect all this data on your customers, on their psychology. What do they want to purchase? What food dishes do they want to purchase? What spa services are they interested in? And you can improve those services, focus more on those services. So that's really good there. And then lastly, here's the potential of this long term. You can use the contact number of the customer to provide personalized text message newsletters so that you can provide discounts, specials, events, and then further increase your revenue as a small service business. You can hook this up to a JavaScript React front end to make a nice visual with the Airtable to see, who's booked on the calendar. Okay, what tables are available. Um, you can chat with the Airtable data with the chatbot. I mean, there's a lot you can do with this essentially. You can send a confirmation booking link. You can book on Google Calendar. Although I think Airtable alone is great. I'm going to cover the rest of the benefits of these AI receptionist phone agents. I had to cut my video because my battery died. And yeah, let's resume. So, yeah, it has a friendly voice, but it's somewhat professional. Um, so it has a great conversational tone. It feels very human in that way. Um, and again, answers any questions about the restaurant efficiently and accurately. It, as you saw in the demo, it got it on point. That's what doing point two temperature does, and efficiently, right? Um, without any unnecessary delay. Again, doesn't get tired, doesn't take breaks, leads to more calls being taken, no missed calls, and then more revenue. Overall, that's just great customer service. Essentially, you're streamlining your customer service here. Um, and the reservation or the appointment, it gets all the details necessary for that appointment, stores it in Airtable. And again, you can connect Google Calendar um, uh, and other calendars as well. Um, it's low maintenance. Good thing is that's the great thing about automation. You get all the components right and set up. it's pretty much good to go. Like I haven't touched this phone agent in, I don't know, 10 days. I haven't made any edits, and I just called it in front of you guys. So and it worked seamlessly. So that's great. Um, it has a bit of calming background noise built into it. So um, that was purposely done. Um, it makes the conversation feel more real. It's just slight in the background. You could turn that off if you want in Vappy. Um, and Again, conversation feels natural. We made those settings in that way. Um, and This is key. It gathers valuable insights on the customer psychology, preferences, and stores it in a database for you to optimize your business decisions. So again, it's not just a receptionist phone agent. It's a communication channel, right, with your customers to literally gather like all your customers thinking in their mind information related to your business into a database stored in right columns so that you can analyze that behavior, their thinking, their psychology. I mean, there's so much you could do with this. There's so much more you can extract. You can extract, like, for example, the most popular services. So, like, for example, each customer, you can get the specific service or product or whatever, or menu item that they referred to, so that you can start seeing, okay, what are the best menu items? What menu items should you make more of? I mean, you could literally use this as like your company's data, you know, for solid data analysis, data driven decisions. Yeah, so that's that. If you guys are interested in working with me, I can build this for you. Whether you know you're a restaurant, a spa, a salon, or pet grooming service, or any kind of business like that, um, I can build this for you. You could just, if you're on LinkedIn, you could just DM me, or if you're on YouTube, you know, I'm gonna leave a calendar link in the description below. Otherwise, this tutorial is like complete. So you know, you could just follow the steps here, implement this for your business, or for if you're an entrepreneur, implementing this for other businesses, and you're good to go. I just want to leave you with one last important point here. We are You're essentially, this is a solution that quite literally um, is going to be providing tens of millions of dollars plus in value to all these small service businesses all around the world. Of course, not every company is gonna implement this. You know, not every company wants this. It doesn't fit with every company's style. Some companies are hesitant with using AI. All that is fine. But you're gonna see a shift over time where pretty much AI is going to be integrated in every single component of the businesses for most businesses over time. I believe there's a McKinsey, if that's what it's called, a report where like 50 to 80% of well jobs are going to be automated. That's a big number. Uh, Look, that's just what the data shows. So these things these forms of automation are coming about, you know, whether we want it or not. And um, yeah, this is just the starting point, and this is getting pretty good. So this tutorial is good to go for you to, you know, put it in your business. And yeah, I'm going to be releasing more tutorials like this, more AI automation tutorials. So stay tuned and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow me or connect with me on LinkedIn.